Alright guys, BLM here, we're back with more Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We're continuing on. What are we doing? We're doing Boania, right? Or Bodia? Whatever it is. We're doing this area. What is this? This is the Conquer. Okay, that's the main quest. We're gonna save that for later. Okay, I think what we were doing was we were going around the area trying to complete everything. We also have this quest over here that we're probably gonna do in this episode as well, and we'll see if we can continue on with the main story. I really love this armor. God damn. Yeah, it is nighttime now, so it's been a little good chunk of time since I last recorded. But we're back, and yeah, we're nearing the end. I mean, we're nearing it. I think I did say yes. I mean, I did say earlier this week that I wanted to finish this game up by Thursday, and I still think it's gonna be like, I don't know if we'll finish it tomorrow. I think we'll definitely finish it. I think Friday. Let's say Friday. I don't know. Tomorrow I'll be able to record a good chunk of the day. Friday not as much. I do have class in the morning on Friday. Which, yeah, I don't have class at all tomorrow. I normally have class in the morning and at night. Usually, like, Thursday is my busiest day. But both my classes are canceled, which is incredible. Oh, fuck off. One of my classes is canceled just because the teacher's at a conference, and the other one's canceled because there's a football game in the afternoon. So they canceled all classes, so, yeah. Don't have class at all tomorrow. I still have homework and shit I need to do. Like the homework assignment that I was supposed to finish today. I did not finish today, but I'll finish it up tomorrow. So yeah. Yeah, more Odyssey, as I said. Yeah, they finally announced a patch for tomorrow, so that's cool. Let's do this viewpoint. Yeah, new patch tomorrow, and it's a legitimate patch finally. I mean, this is like the 5th patch, I believe. However, like 4, I'm pretty sure like 3 of the patches have just been improvements to performance. Like, it doesn't actually like do that much. This one's an actual patch, and I read through the patch notes, and it's actually pretty good stuff. One, they're finally fixing Prince of Persia. So the one glitch that we had in our last playthrough where we did the Prince of Persia quest, which is the final quest we needed for the entire game, we finished it, but it wouldn't complete because we had already gone to the area that tells us to loot. So they're fixing that up, which, thank God. I complained about this before, how it's literally one line of code that they would have to put in to fucking fix it, but they're finally fixing it. I mean, after only like 4 weeks. I mean, the game's literally been out for over 4 weeks now, and I mean, early release I'm talking about. So it's like, the fact that it took them over 4 weeks to fucking do this is ridiculous, but whatever, they finally did it. There's some other cool stuff though. Auto crafting for ammos being added, which is cool. That's pretty good. They're going to add like a menu for stats for on like how many bonuses and whatever else you have. So that's good too. A lot of like fixes to like minor glitches, which again is the main thing I've been complaining about. And the fact that, like, what the fuck are they doing? In the sense that, like, we haven't had a patch in, like, a week and a half, if not more, and there's still so many glitches in this game. So it's like, it seems like they're finally doing something. They're also releasing the first of the free DLC missions. Like, not DLC, but the free, I mean, I guess technically it is DLC, but I mean, like, the free, was it the Lost Tales of Greece, I think is what it's called, something like that. So those missions. I forgot this was Thebes. I completely forgot about that. So yeah, let's actually go to the mission now, because that's the only region we have left. Yeah, we're really close to the end. I mean, we're story-wise, I mean, we could if we wanted to, we could finish the game in like 2 hours at this point. The family storyline I'm talking about, even less maybe. But obviously there's other things we want to do. So we're not there just yet, but we're pretty fucking close. Okay. I believe they're also adjusting the economy because a lot of people obviously were complaining about how it took too much stuff to upgrade your items. They're changing that up, which is cool. They're changing up the boosts that you get from the mercenary system. They're increasing those from 20% to 50%, which is pretty good. So I'm actually pretty impressed. Like, they're actually doing some good stuff. Yeah, like, I'm sure. What the fuck was that? Is that my dog? Sorry, there was just like a really weird noise. I think that was my dog barking, but I don't know for sure. Um,
Whatever you're after, you're too late. They're all gone. Dead or mad.
I don't understand.
I really love this armor though. It's
I
pretty
don't
badass
understand
armor.
it myself. My brethren and I were drawn to this place, but madness took over.
But yeah,
We
either way,
fought over the artifact.
I'm impressed with
One of
the
them grabbed it
at least for
and
the
ran.
patch
Grab
notes.
the steely.
We'll see how they
Search the
work
caves.
out in actuality, but
That's where they'll be
patch
hiding.
notes seem pretty good.
Beware the... They're beyond reason.
Oh no. Okay. Also, the new episode of Survivor was today. Watch that. Probably the worst episode of the season so far. But again, this has been a great season. I mean, this was a solid 7 out of 10. If not, I mean, to be honest, I think on a rewatch you'll probably go down to a 6. But it's a fine episode. It was a fine episode, but just it was definitely the worst episode of the bunch so far. But I mean, that's because like the premiere was really good, the second episode was really good, the Jeremy boot was good, but not brilliant, but it was good. And then you get the Natalia boot, which is really good. And then last week the Natalie stuff was great. So like I mean, there's a great batch of episodes, and this one was fine. Okay, we have to kill all of them, or okay. There's no way you would actually be able to do anything stealthy with this armor on.
The gods speak.
Okay, fine.
You can't.
Oh, that was easy. Okay.
Was the steely influencing them in some way?
Alright, so we just return in? Okay. We're also going to do the casting for the next Survivor game that I want to do, so we'll do that as well. It's pretty soon, after I finish talking about everything else. I think Survivor's pretty much the only other thing I wanted to talk about. But, yeah, pretty good season. Next week's the merge, that'll be some fun. Thankfully, the spoiler that came out, I mean, there was a fake, someone posted on Reddit, claiming to have seen the episode early, and that, Christian went home, which again doesn't make sense edgic wise, so I didn't really put too much credence in it. But the fact that Christian kept on getting so much like airtime early on in the episode, and like they kept on talking about the brochacho thing, I was like, oh shit, is Christian actually gonna go home? And then yeah, it's like they didn't even fucking lose immunity, so I was like, whatever. Then I mean, like with Lyrsa or Angelina, I was pretty sure Lyrsa was going home. I mean, like I think there was almost no doubt to me. Again, I feel like Angelina's edit is just, it's screaming to me like early merge blindside. Early to mid-merge blindside. I think that's pretty much what we're going to get out of Angelina. Yeah, I think she's a great character. I even think she's a fine player, even though I do think she comes off as too aggressive. And I feel like she's like kind of like a perfect meat shield to keep around. Even though she's not your typical meat shield, but I feel like her personality and everything comes off as a type of person you would go on to keep around for a meat shield. Yeah, I mean, I think Angelina I mean, nothing's really changed. I mean, to be honest, this entire episode, I don't think much has really changed on my opinions of Edgic. I still think Nick has a pretty solid edit right now. Obviously, he didn't get his way this week, so that's not great. Especially because they kept on saying that he wants to get rid of Angelina. But I still feel like his edit's still fine. I think he's still one of the top contenders. Something that's so strange to me is that someone posted the list, the Edgic chart from Unspoiled Survivor, which is a like exclusive group you can only go to if you prove that you're unspoiled and everything. And they do Edgic, obviously, but it's like Nick's not even in the contender list for that, and I feel like that's really strange to me. I don't know. I feel like, yes, he had a very poor first episode, but I feel like with Modern Survivor, I think one negative episode is not the death of a character anymore. Especially with the way that they, especially with his type of episode where it was very mixed. It wasn't like pure negativity, it was very mixed. Because again, we have a lot of these winners like Adam and Ben, who had very, very mixed early merges. I feel like you can't really rely on negativity on important episodes, because that's the thing that used to be a clear indicator of who the winner is going to be, is positivity during key episodes, as in the premiere, the swap episode, and the merge episode. Those are three very important episodes for a winner. And at this point, I just don't feel like that's the case anymore. I think I think the premiere, in terms of screen time, is still important, but I don't know if content is necessarily important anymore. I feel like that's the way Edgic is. I think Edgic is it's changing a bit now. I think it's evolving to the point where you can't just think of it clear cut as this person's getting negativity and they're not going to win. Like, I don't think that's the case anymore. I think like I think the edit has kind of changed to where they're not shying away from showing negativity about these winners. Again, I'm just looking at recent winners. I mean, Wendell, he didn't really get anything that negative.
It's natural to have doubts.
But I mean, you did get, again, Ben, a lot of negativity towards the merge. Like from the merge until like the Joe Mena boot. No, merge until JP boot. Like that sort of stretch, like, was not great for him. You also got Adam Klein, as I said, very poor, like very like poor early merge, like the first couple episodes of the merge. Trying to think. I guess, to be honest, that's probably where it started. I think Adam Klein was really the first one, and like Sarah got a very like a pretty much invisible edit until the merge, and then after that, like, it just became so clear. Do we have another mission with him, or is that it? Multiple, really, multiple. Okay, that's the Sphinx. I forgot we were gonna do that as well. Multiple quests, really? What are the multiple quests that we have? Oh, fuck off. Okay, oh wait, there's only two, never mind. I thought there were three. So where's this? It's up there. Let's fast travel here, I guess? Actually, is it worth it? Because by the yeah, fuck it, whatever, we'll fast travel here. Yeah, I think Nick is still very much a contender. And then I think Mike White, I don't know. I find Mike White's edit really strange, especially because after this episode, based on the confessional count, him and Nick are tied for most confessionals at this point. But it's like, I find Mike White's edit very strange in a sense that I think he's getting a lot of positive content, but I just don't feel like he's the winner. I really don't. Like, I don't know. I mean, I think he's someone that will make it far. I think I could definitely see him getting like a final three losing edit, or like even a like 4th place or 5th place sort of thing, but I just don't see him winning. Again, I mean, really, this is the thing with the entire group. I just don't feel like my opinions on the, like, based on editing has really changed this episode. Because like, if we go through the entire rest of the competitors, like, I feel like nothing's really changed. I mean, I think one thing's, I think my opinion of Elizabeth has gone down a bit, because she did get some, again, this is based on the initial watch. I haven't analyzed it to make sure how the editing is portraying them, but the sense that I got is that they were kind of throwing Elizabeth under the bus. But, I mean, they were also there was also positivity, obviously, because they explained why with her back and everything. But they did show Carl saying, "Oh wait, we got to get her out now," and they did show like her being crazy with the bringing that bamboo thing and like almost knocking Carl into the fire or whatever and everything else. It's like, I mean, I feel like not great. Again, it is a very mixed sort of thing. So again, I mean, I don't think she's like out of winner contention, but I never thought Elizabeth was really gonna win the game anyway. Again, I feel like her not getting credit for the Jessica boot especially after like we heard Christian say like after fact now that like she was behind that entire thing. Like I feel like that's not great for her. That they didn't give her credit for that. Instead they gave it to Gabby, which is, I mean, they gave it to her within the episode, but not in the previously on, not within the next episode. So I feel like that's not great for her. And now with Lyrsa gone, who was like the person, the really only person that she was shown. Oh no, she was shown to have a really close relationship with Nick, wasn't she? Forgot about that. But anyway, I mean, she was shown to have a really close relationship with Lyrsa, and now Lyrsa's gone. So I don't know. I don't feel great about her right now. Should we do that viewpoint? How far away is that? 300? Well, wait. Then you got Davey, who I think Davey's not winning. I think at this point I'm pretty out on Davey. I mean, again, I don't think he's, like, it's not really because of this episode, but I think, like, just over time, I think, I just think less and less of him as an actual winner.
Ancient and valuable relics were housed in this temple. Now
Then we got Carl, who I definitely don't think is winning at this point. I think Carl's out completely. Just again, he has no story pretty much outside of the idol nullifier, and even that hasn't been mentioned in a couple episodes. So I mean, he's not there. I mean, when he gets brought into the tribe the way he does and doesn't even get a single confessional in that episode, I think he's fucked. And even in terms of confessional count, he only has like 10 confessionals right now. Which, I mean, isn't that... I mean, like, this is a pretty low confessional season where highest confessional count right now is 20. And a lot of people are... I believe if I remember the confessional count, I believe Nick and Mike have 20. I believe... Christian has 18. Angelina has 17. And then, I think, like, there's a lot of people tied with, like, 13 and 12. Like, I think, like, Gabby has 13. Too much, I don't remember all the people, but I think, like, Elizabeth has 12. I think, like, Davy has maybe 13. I don't remember all the people, but either way, there's a lot of people tied with like 13 and 12. I know Carl has like 10. I know like Allison has 5. Dan has 12, I believe. I believe Kara has 12. And actually, to be honest, Kara is going a bit up in my winner rankings as well. However, I still don't see her as the actual winner, but I feel like her probability has gone up a little bit, just because, I mean, they're not. Like, again, she hasn't really gotten too much negative content. It's like every opportunity that they could have thrown negative content her way, it feels like they're not. And she's gotten a decent amount of airtime, and she's like kind of middle of the road. So I mean, like, I don't feel like she's out of it. But I just don't feel like she's winning. If I were to guess, I would say she's like a merge-ish boot. Like, kind of like a Libby-esque character, where, I don't know, though, I don't know, because, okay, I mean, there's been a reliable spoiler out there that the idol nullifier is played correctly, and that it causes one of the biggest blindsides of the season. And to be honest, initially, and obviously Carl has idol nullifier, and now we know that Dan has 2 idols. So the thing that we can interpret from that is that Dan plays an idol, and it gets nullified. However, what we also know is that Dan essentially is Final 3. That's something else we know at this point. And then we also know that Dan plays the idol on one of his allies. Now, what does that mean? That's the thing here. And got that out of the way. It's like throwing all these pieces together. It's like, if it's the biggest blindside of the season, I don't think it's Kara. I mean, like, that's what my initial thought was. Like, okay, he plays the idol on Kara. Like, Carl plays the idol nullifier on Kara, and whatever happens, happens. But it's like, the more you think about it, though, it's like, it can't be Kara, right? Because I feel like that's not really going to be the biggest blind side of the season. I feel like it would make more sense if it was like, where is this thing? Up here, okay. It would be the biggest blindside of the season if it was like John Hennigan getting blindsided by an Null Nullifier, or if it was maybe even Christian. Because if Dan's allies that we've seen on screen are John Hennigan, Christian, and Kara, and it's like, or Kara, is it Kara or Kara? I don't even know. But either way, it's like, what would be the biggest blindside of the season? I would think probably John Hennigan or Christian, but we'll see. Probably even I think John Hennigan would probably be the biggest blindside of the season. Speaking of John Hennigan, my opinion of his winner chances are going down a bit too. Again, he's just gotten no screen time. However, obviously he hasn't gone to tribal in a while, so it makes sense that he's not getting screen time. And even Dan didn't get much screen time. He did get one confessional though this episode. So I don't know. I think my opinion of, like, I think equity wise now, if I were to say, I would say it's like, I don't know, it's like what, Nick 40, Christian 30. I think everyone else is pretty low at this point, is what I would guess. And I haven't really analyzed this obviously, but it's like that's what my impressions are as of right now. Yeah, I mean, I guess I should continue going through the tribes. Who's the one from Orange that is? Oh, Alec. Alec's not winning. I mean, stop. It does look like he might be flipping next episode, though, at the merge. That's interesting, though. And yes, I could see Angelina going out as the merge boot. I think that's definitely something that could be happening. Obviously, merge boot typically is someone who gets a good amount of airtime beforehand. There's been some exceptions, but I mean, I'm trying to think, like recently, I think that's been the case. It's usually a person who's like kind of like doesn't have the most confessionals, but someone like kind of on the upper top portion, like, because I mean, last season was Chris Noble, who at the time was had the second most confessionals. Before that was Jessica Johnson, who was in like upper middle sort of section. Then before that was Haley. And then before that was was Michelle Schubert, and she was again she was pretty low if I remember right. So those don't really fit into that formula. But if you go historically, though, it is the case. I mean, you get to Nick Majorano in that one season. What the fuck's it called? In Korong. Again, upper middle of the pack sort of range. You got Cass in Second Chance. You got 30 was Haley, wasn't it? No, it was Kelly Remington. That was a different circumstance though, because the idol. So that's kind of a different thing.
I hate the water. I've given up
But
fishing.
anyway, you get the point.
I serve the
So
gods
I could
now.
see Angelina
Fishing's a
definitely going
worthy
home
occupation.
next
What caused
episode.
such a change?
A sudden storm, as if the
but we'll
gods
see. We'll see.
themselves stepped on Earth.
I mean, if I were to guess, I think it's definitely going to be a Goliath. I think I'll be surprised if it's
The
not a
gods
Goliath
saved me.
Did this
next
happen
episode.
after you picked up a
And
stone
I think more
Well,
likely Angelina.
I
I
might
don't know
have
who else it
used
really
some
would be.
temple
I guess it
rock as a
could be
boat
Alec.
anchor. Nothing of value.
It's good that the gods delivered you to safety.
I don't know. Underwater temple. Where the fuck's the underwater temple? Okay. I love this armor. I really do. I don't know. I just really love this armor. I mean, mixed that with the axe, and it's really like a perfect combination. Shit. Alright, and then, yeah, we go to the Green Tribe. Allison is still not winning the game. She's getting more screen time. I think she definitely will. I feel like Allison's edit is kind of similar to, like, Andrea edit from 34, and, I just feel like it's an edit that, like, she gets almost no airtime during the pre-merge, and then during the post-merge, Wait, that's really not it. What the fuck? Oh, there. Yeah, then during the post-merge, she gets some edit until she eventually gets taken out, like around the 7 to 8 mark. I feel like that's 100% Allison's edit. Keep the faith. Alright. This is the end of this then. So I think that's 100% Allison's edit. You get to John Hennigan, who I think I'm kind of confused on John Hennigan's edit. He's like, it set him up to be a pretty big character for those first 3 episodes, and he's just been silent since then. Again, a lot of it's because he hasn't gone to tribal. But we really haven't gotten much from him recently, so I don't know where. I still think he's up there in winner contention, but again, I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like David is winning this game. But if Goliath is winning the game, I feel like John Hennigan's still probably number 1. Yeah, right. I mean, actually, no. I think Kara might pass him now. But yeah, I think it's 1 to 2. I mean, then again, I don't think Goliath is winning the game, though. I think it's pretty clear David's winning. But it is what it is. Then you got Dan, who again I think has no shot at winning. Again, it has been kind of spoiled that he is final 3, but I could likely I could see him getting 0 votes at the final 3. I could see him being like a Ken figure. To a degree, I think obviously he's playing more like less honorably than a Ken figure, but I could see him being like looked at as like sort of an idiot. So like being like kind of aloof and whatever else. So yeah, that's him. And then is Gabby the last person? I already talked about Christian. I still think Christian has a good shot, especially because he's getting this stuff. When again, I was scared that he was going to get voted out, mainly because he got that stupid fishing section on this episode, and I was like, oh shit, he might get voted out because he's getting this random airtime, and no, he survived. So it's like that's very good for his edit, I feel like. But then again, that could also be setting him up as like just a character. Like I just find his edit really strange as well, because like usually it's like one or the other, where like someone's getting like I mean, he got a lot of personal content during this as well. I mean, like he got that thing talking about how he always wanted to be a cool kid and that sort of thing. So it's like I think Christians has a really good shot. Again, I feel like they wouldn't make it this Christian as a winner as much as Nick, but I think I think Christian and Nick are the 2 most likely winners at this point, though. And then you got Gabby, who again I think still has a shot, but I just feel like I don't know. It's there. I think it's there. I think it's like again. I think when Nick and Christian have like about 75% equity together, I think Gabby probably has like 5 to 10. Like it's there, but I just don't think she's actually winning.
We'll know soon enough when you finish translating.
Yes, you're right. The steely needs to be assembled. Come.
Alright, so let's finish this up. This should be the end. We're about 30 minutes in too, so perfect. I didn't get around the casting thing I wanted to do, but we'll do it next episode, I guess. Holy shit, is it that late? What? 11:40? I didn't realize I started recording that late. Fuck. So I must have started recording at around 11:10.
What do you make of that?
I am amazed.
Oh yeah, this.
There's no change that I see.
Oh yeah, like he got really depressed, right? Because he couldn't see it. So I guess we'll lie this time. Because last time we told him the truth and he got upset. Sorry, I'm moving around here. Okay.
Nothing's happening. It's only dust in my eyes.
Really? We are a pair, aren't we?
It's so dumb that it's like every single time you lie, it's like they know right away. So it's like, what's the fucking point in lying?
At least I have this discovery. But you, Mystios, all you have is the armor.
It's good armor. You know, Epi.
Is it?
I think maybe you should carry on your journey.
Should I? Well, there are other clues to follow.
I would like you to join my crew.
Oh, yeah, you join our crew?
Will it require
I
swimming?
didn't know that.
Because you know
Yeah,
I
see, and
can't
last time we
swim.
pissed him off, so.
And what about horses? I don't think my backside can take it.
We'll figure something out.
Cool. Cool, new lieutenant. Let's add him since we only have another. Oh, he's a legendary one. What the fuck? I don't. To be honest, that's not that great. But wait. Yeah, higher. Okay. Just making sure. Wait, why do we need to pay him to hire? Like, didn't we? Well, whatever. Who gives a shit? I think he just agreed to join our crew. We've been ability point? Oh, we leveled up to level 42. Oh, whoa. Okay. We can go to those other areas now. Huh, should we do that now then? I was gonna hold on. I was gonna do the main mission first, but I think we should probably do it now, actually. What should we get? There's nothing that good. I mean, let's go for, oof. Yeah, nothing that good here. Yeah, we already maxed out everything I really care about. Like, I'm never gonna use this second wheel thing. Like, there's no point in ever fucking doing it, so. Let's just go, let's go for Aeromaster? Or is there anything else that actually just increases the base thing? I don't think so, right? Like, everything else is like an actual skill, right? So, we could do that. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, what's all this new stuff? No, I don't think we'll be switching. Again, I really love this armor. I'm probably never gonna switch. I'm probably eventually gonna switch out of it, but not anytime soon. I don't think. Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh no. Wait, it's the exact same fucking one too. It's just I don't get the benefit of the 15 warrior damage. I mean, this is more than that. At least it's 19 warrior damage. I guess we'll do it. Yeah, not really worth switching anything else though. Lysander. Who the fuck is Lysander? I feel like I know that name. Wait, let's. Oh no, that's worse. Yeah, that's worse. Okay, yeah, there's not really anything here we're gonna use. We have one seal. We have that. Oh yeah, we never turned that in either. Forgot about that. Okay, so I mean, yeah, I think we're gonna do some side stuff then instead. Oh wait, we still have to do the Sphinx. I forgot about that. We'll do the Sphinx, and you know what? Let's do the main mission. We'll do the main mission next after the Sphinx, and finish Boodia, and then we'll move on to Acrea, and then after that move on to Thassos and Lemnos, and then we'll see where we're at there. I don't think we won't be level 46 by then, but either way, I mean, we'll wait until level 46 and then we'll finish the game. I mean, we'll finish this off and then be able to finish the rest of the game at that point. So, yeah, I mean, that's the plan. I mean, so next episode we're gonna do the Sphinx. Actually, let's just fast travel. Why not? We'll end the episode after we fast travel, which actually there's no real good place to fast travel. I guess we'll go here. So yeah. Next episode we will go ahead and continue on. Oh yeah, my internet speed still hasn't sped up for some reason. I don't know why. Uploads are still going up really slow. Yeah, I checked with my internet and everything. Checked my internet speed, did test whatever. Disconnected, reconnected, turn off PS4, turn it back on, whatever. Nothing's changing. I don't know why. So I mean, it's still uploading. It's just it's doing it super slowly. So I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's again, it's taking about 2 hours each episode. It seems like. Like even the episodes from earlier today have not all been uploaded yet, even though it's what 12 o'clock almost. Yeah. I believe it's up to 2 episodes before the current one, whatever episode that is. So yeah, but yeah, we're really nearing the end. Actually, since we're already going over, we might as well do some. Yeah, I already know we leveled up. We might as well look at the cultists and see what's here. So we've only completed 1 branch. However, obviously we're really close to completing this. But that's through the main story. This one is also through the main story. However, I would like to do this stuff first. Okay, so that's continuing your Odyssey. This is in the arena. So again, we'll have to beat level 50 for that. Yeah, most of the sages that are left are all level 50. I believe actually all of them, except for this one, because that's Cleon. He's level 40, and this one is level 32, which is the Spartan King. The other 4 though are all level 50. It looks like, yeah, they're all level 50, which again is kind of bullshit, especially because this one's like level 18 when we fought her, which is again ridiculous. I don't know why they continue to level up after we killed them. Like, isn't that kind of weird? But yeah, let's do some. Let's make sure we know exactly what we gotta do here. So Attica minefield for this one. Minefield? No, silver mine. Why did I say minefield? This one we know where he is. These are the naval ones, which are annoying, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of these naval ones, just because like this one involves was it doing the conquest battle for the Obsidian Islands, so that's kind of annoying. We only have 1 left over here, and that's in focus, which we could actually technically do right now. But again, I feel like for these we should just wait until level 50 to do them. I don't feel like there's much of a point in going out of our way for them now. Who's this guy? Leader of Boeotia has information. Okay. I guess we'll have to kill the leader of Boeotia. Again, we'll wait. So which one's the Akia one? Well, okay, well, either way, I think we'll try to do... Well, no, because we need the arena, so, okay. Yeah, we'll wait, I guess. We'll try to reach level 50 before we take on Cleon. That's something I would like to do. Because, yeah, I mean, because Cleon is the main guy here, and there's this one over here, which is an arena guy, which I actually believe this is the level 50 arena guy, I believe. So we'll have to be level 50 to take on that guy. So yeah, I would prefer to be level 50 by the time we get to Cleon, just so that when we get to Cleon, this entire branch is done. But yeah, that's it for this episode. We went way over, but next episode we'll continue on. But for now, thank you for watching.